How's it going, guys? And welcome to Caiminds Podcast. And I'm joined today with Pinkshuchan. I always get your name wrong. Hello,
Pinkshuchan.
Pinkshuchan. Hello, how you doing?
And I've been doing good, thanks. How about you?
Can't complain. Can't complain at all. And I'm joined by Omni. Hello.
Hello.
And if you don't know who I am, then that's fine because, no one knows me, so it's all good.
Aw, don't sell yourself short.
I know you.
Only just. Anyway, this is Caiminds Podcast, where we give you news, reviews about gaming, comics, TV shows, and everything in between that you want to know. And we're just going to go through everything that you want to hear today. And shall we? Who wants to start first? Pink? Omni?
Let Pink do it.
No, I don't want to start first.
Yes, right on the spot you go.
I don't know what to talk about, though.
Aww. Well, how about I go first? That would do. Yeah? Okay then. So with Battlefield 4 just coming out and Batman Arkham Origins coming out, they have been released with somewhat okay reviews and some really great reviews, but others are panning both games because they've been released with terrible glitches and game-breaking bugs. So I just want to elaborate. Is it okay for games nowadays to release a game when it's clearly broken? I mean, we've got Batman Arkham Origins. It was playable, yes, but there were great game-breaking bugs where you couldn't continue your game, you kept crashing, and your files were basically being corrupted, and you're falling through floors. So, is it really a good idea?
Well,
no, I don't think
so. You know how the industry works. Money, money, money.
Yeah, and it's like they did this as well with Sonic 06. Because it's like...
Oh.
like, that game was so full of glitches. I have not played it myself, but I have heard a lot regarding Sonic 06.
We don't speak of Sonic 06.
Okay, fine.
Sonic 06 never happened.
But still,
it
would
never happened.
But still, it would be best if a game does try to make sure that everything is completely perfect before releasing it, because then it's obviously going to be a great game. You'll know for certain that it is.
Maybe also give us the entire game for $60 instead of this DLC nonsense.
I mean, I was watching a video on IGN, and they were going through what the Xbox One commands, like what you could do if the voice connects and stuff like that. And they made a really good point. If everything works straight off the bat, you are going to want to continue playing with it. You're going to want to experiment with it. But if you run into commands that don't work straight away, or they can't pick up your accent, or for some reason just doesn't pick you up at all, then you're gonna hate that experience. And what's the point in buying something where you know you're gonna have terrible experience, and then you're not even gonna come back to it because you think the rest of the experience is going to be like that?
You know, honestly, ever since I first heard about the Xbox One and all of the things regarding it, it was like, I mean, I don't play Xbox myself. I'm missing out on a lot, I know.
No,
but,
you're not. PlayStation all the way.
Yeah,
By the way, we are not fanboys here.
I prefer PlayStation. But, still, when hearing a bunch of stuff regarding the Xbox One, I'm like, really? Because it honestly feels like the Xbox One is really not a gaming system. It's more of an entertainment system.
It's a
very
TV
rarely
box.
with the... Sorry.
It's a TV box. DirecTV comes by and installs it for you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a good thing that they did change some stuff that was, completely, nonsensical originally, but... Still, the fact that they even had some of the ideas that they had, like, for example, the way of borrowing games.
Mm.
Oh yeah, did they get rid of that completely?
Yeah, they got rid of it now, but they also got rid of the family sharing as well, apparently.
The Xbox 180. You've heard that joke so many times before. But again, coming back to patches and DLC, the PlayStation 4 is going to have half of its features not available on launch day, and some of it, like the Gaikai streaming service where you can't can't stream PS3 games. We can understand that because with the PlayStation 3 you didn't have trophies to begin with. But with the PlayStation 4, half the features that were promised for launch day aren't going to be there at all. I mean, for example, the PS3 from the start, you could play DVDs and Blu-rays. The PS3, you need an update for it to work. And with the Xbox One, I'm not sure if this is a rumor or if it's just been confirmed, but with the Xbox One, unless you update, it's a brick. So what is the point in having patches? And I was just thinking about this today, and I applied on some Facebook forums, and it kind of makes sense. I reckon what they're doing is they're deliberately making it inferior, so every console is basically a dev kit to everyone. So you can buy it and it's basically a dev kit. So if you download that patch, you basically say, right, I'm a gamer, I want to play the games on this console. But if I'm a dev, then they probably have their own installation disc. Because we know they do, PlayStation have done installation discs before with the... I'm not sure if America or Canada had it, but we had what's called TV. I can't remember what it's... Play TV? Have you heard that? It's basically you get a satellite dish, plug it into your PS3, and you can record. Basically, a DVR. Making it a DVR. But in order for that to work, it couldn't be downloaded. You had to install it. So maybe that's what they're doing with this. Right. Okay. Don't worry, I'm going to put music in between each one. So it's all good. Okay.
Wait, so do we pause too or no?
No, don't pause.
Okay.
Omni's just being awkward. Alright. It doesn't matter as long as you cut out the audio so I'm not getting ear raped. But leave the gap. Yay! Right, who wants to go next? Pink! You've got people you want to be pissed at.
I thought you were going to say, you've got Pink.
Do I really have to? Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think about what to talk about.
Death Note! You're not happy at it.
Reading up recently about, well, it's not really, well, it is confirmed and then it's not completely confirmed yet. There was the idea of, a U.S. live-action movie of Death Note.
Ooh.
Actually, it's not really a good thing, though, because, well, not in my opinion, just because, like, I don't know, when the U.S. Tries making movies based on the fandom, it usually does not... Yeah.
Dragon Ball Evolution. I heard they were going to do a Bleach one.
Yeah,
I know. They were also thinking of doing a Bleach one. I'm not entirely sure if,
I think what they've done is they basically brought the rights so they can do it whenever they want. So they can secure the rights to do it, but I don't think they've done any, like, pre-production work towards it or scripting or anything like that, but that's what loads of movie companies do. If they think they've got an idea for something, they will basically buy the rights to that product or service or something like that, and so they can use it in future installments, like Dragon Ball. And God, M. Night Shyamalan's bloody
yes.
Airbender.
Pink, what did you think of the live-action Japanese Death Notes?
I actually thought they were really good. I love them. In fact, I even have the DVDs, so...
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When you brought up Death Note, I was like, oh, are they gonna continue it somehow?
No, they haven't, there's no way that they can complete the continue the Japanese Death Notes, because, like, they've already completed it. Light was already defeated. There's really...
Spoilers!
You...
Are you serious?
No, I'm joking.
How have you not watched it?
Nah, it's awesome. It's good anime.
It is great anime.
Has anyone noticed, like, Yagumi's last name is I'm a gay backwards?
Yeah, I know.
I'm a gay.
It's the same thing with Zemnis, like, I'm rearranging his name as Mansex, but anyways.
No yaoi on this podcast.
Sorry. But anyways, but still, with movies such as Dragon Ball Evolution and Last Airbender, I'm not entirely sure if the US live-action Death Note would be a good idea, especially with some rumors that I have heard.
But the thing is, though, when you are adapting a foreign product, like anime, for example, the US is always going to put their own spin on it, because a lot of people that go to watch these anime-based movies like Dragon Ball or The Last Airbender, does that count as an anime? I don't think it does.
What? Well, everybody says it might as well be an anime.
Yeah, although...
It's definitely good enough.
Sorry,
go on.
Although technically with Avatar The Last Airbender, it is made in the US, so...
Okay, we won't count the Airbender, but with anime-based movies like Dragon Ball, for example, when they try and Americanize everything, they try to just go for the money. So I think what they should do is they should just have faith in their fans, have faith that they are going to make money out of it. Because the people that go to watch the anime are people of fans of the anime, and people that have heard things about it, like go, oh, it's quite good. I haven't had time to watch the show, so I might go and watch the movie because I can start from the beginning almost. But they just need to have faith in their fans.
Yeah, but in regards to live action Death Note, the one made in Japan, like I actually showed it to my parents before, like all 3 movies, and they really enjoyed it. So, like, even though they know absolutely nothing regarding the anime, I got them to watch the movies, and they actually admitted that it was really good. So it doesn't have to appeal to, like, a US or Canadian or UK audience. It just at least has to look interesting.
And embrace the Japanese culture, and not just try and shy away from it. Say, oh, no, they're not going to like it. Let's just... American that. Goku, he's white.
Yeah, exactly, because... I mean... Sorry.
No, if I'm honest, I don't think when it comes to Dragon Ball, I don't think their character choices were necessarily a bad thing. I just don't think they were casted right, if that makes sense. So you can have, like, a white actor playing an Asian guy, or a black guy, for example. It doesn't matter as long as they can portray that role faithfully and make the character seem believable. Then you should pick them. You shouldn't just judge people because they're not Asian and they're not going for not representing the show as much. So. Well,
it's not a matter of fact of, like, nationality, because honestly, I did not care about that, because with the live-action Death Note movies again, like, yeah, most of the main characters were Japanese, but you did also see some American actors in there as well. Like, it was just trying to make it look a bit realistic, while at the same time, like, in regards to the Shinigami, like, Ryuk, try to make the Shinigami look very outworldly, but at the same time also looking similar to that of the original manga and anime. And, yeah, like, I would say that if you really want to make the movie really good, it'd be a good idea to, like, you're allowed to make your own twist of it. You're not allowed to follow exactly what the, manga and anime does.
Because it's an adaptation, isn't it? You don't have to
it's an adaptation, so it doesn't really have to follow the story. However, at the same time, and, it just, like, it has to be changes that do make sense. Like, it has to be changes that actually make the story flow. And that's what I think the live-action Death Note movies in Japan actually did right. Just the fact that it's faithful to the original manga and anime, but at the same time, does its a few changes that actually flow with the story. Granted, there are some changes that did not really make any sense. Like, for example, isn't Rem supposed to be a girl Shinigami? Yeah, I didn't understand why they got male to make Rem male instead of female. Because honestly, that I had to admit didn't really make any sense. Considering that you have a male Shinigami following a female Death Note user.
But a CGI Grim Reaper makes total sense to you.
Well, again, it looks cool.
It looked too cartoonish for me. I think they were trying to be so faithful to the anime as well, because it just looked, I don't know, it looked too out of place for me. I have seen the first movie, I haven't seen the 2 and 3, but I've seen the anime, so I know how it ends. But, yeah, I don't know. I just think what they were trying to do with the live action movie is try to be faithful to the anime. But again, if you're going to be faithful to it, you can't just like copy and paste elements from the anime or the manga. You have to have your own spin on it. And I think that's what some people are afraid of, that granted with the Americans they botched the product and botched the brand, but at least they had the balls to try and make it their own, because that's what movies are meant to do. Granted with stuff like Iron Man and the Avengers, they do take, or any comic book movie for that example, but they take elements from the comics and the TV show and put it into the thing, but they don't necessarily have to copy and paste everything. They just have to like acknowledge that existence. With the Dark Knight and Batman Begins, the Dark Knight Rises, I don't think they had any connection to the comics whatsoever besides the characters, and that paid off so well because they knew who the audience was. They knew it didn't have to follow the comics or TV show to be relevant, and they knew they could trust their fans to acknowledge what they have in front of them is a good idea. And it really did pay off. I think The Dark Knight was the best-selling, in fact, it is the best-selling comic book movie adaptation ever. With the Avengers coming in second. No. The Avengers came first, I believe. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll find out.
But honestly, in regards to the Shinigami's appearance in the live-action Death Note movie, you gotta consider, too, they're not even from this world.
Yeah.
So they're allowed to look as out of place as possible.
Fair point. But why, if they were going to make it CGI, why don't they have their own sort of spin on it rather than making it too cartoon? If they're I think they had a small budget, so they wasn't going to obviously spend a lot of money on a really good 3D artist. And granted, the 3D on it was decent enough, but I thought it looked too cartoonish. I thought it looked too smooth. It just didn't have... I don't know. It just didn't sit well for me. But that's just my opinion.
I honestly think that it was the complete opposite. I think that they had quite a big budget considering, like, they got so many people to help act in these movies. And, like, there was, like, not just from Japanese actors, but you also had American actors acting in it as well. And, like, you have, like, all these sets. So, honestly, I think, like, the budget might have been too big, that they probably did not have enough for the CGI.
Okay. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say now. Right. So, do you honestly think the live action American version is going to be good?
With Death Note?
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't completely say if it's going to be good or bad until it actually is out of the planning process and actually shows a little bit more to it. And, well, honestly, if it really will come out soon or not. But honestly, with everything that I have heard about the live action US Death Note movie, I'm gonna try keeping my expectations pretty low.
And what about you, Omni? You've seen the anime? Do you think you're going to be enjoy
I've
the
seen the
live
anime,
action?
and I think I will enjoy the American live action version because even though Dragon Ball Evolution was terrible. Oh, look at that. You guys couldn't hear me at all, but Audacity could. My bad.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'll just say it again.
Power of editing. Good.
Yes, I've seen the anime, and I am looking forward to if they do a live-action American version. Because even though Dragon Ball Evolution was terrible, I still enjoyed the hell out of it.
And as for me, I've seen the first live-action movie. I thought it was good. Again, CGI was awkward for me. I've seen Dragon Ball Evolution. I've never watched the anime of Dragon Ball before. Yes, you can scold me later in the comments, but down below.
What the fuck?
I know. Every time I say that to all of my otaku fans, and I say that in quotations, otaku fans.
That physically hurt me a little.
I just don't like Dragon Ball.
You know, we have a saying in the Dragon Ball fandom. You either like Dragon Ball Z or you're wrong.
It's been a while since I watched Dragon Ball Z, but from what I remembered, it was quite good. Though I only saw the original, and I think it was the Ocean dub.
Oh, you poor soul.
And, well, I'm not sure if it was Ocean or if it was. Wait, I'm pretty sure it was Ocean, but I will get myself to possibly watch Dragon Ball Z Kai eventually. But I've got so many anime to catch up on, so I'm not sure when exactly I'll get started on it.
I think Dragon Ball is just too old for me. It's like, if it came out 2 years ago, I would probably watch it, but because it's too old... And I know that's a terrible excuse, but that's how I work, and it's just weird. But I think the oldest anime I've ever watched, and I was like 4 years old when it came out, was Sailor Moon. That's the very, very first anime I've ever watched, and I've regretted it.
Yes, it was the very first anime I saw, but I don't know. I always enjoyed it when I was little. Though thinking about it now, I don't know. I might actually get myself to watch it again, though try to look for the Japanese version just because there is more depth to it.
America!
Not really.
Or, sorry, no. English! No, it doesn't have that much catch. We'll work on it. Omni, do you have any news?
Not really.
You fail. Have you watched the... It's not the Avengers, it's Agent of S.H.E.L.D. TV.
No, I'm planning to, though.
It sucks.
Really?
Right. If you've watched the Avengers and you're hoping Agents of S.H.E.L.D. is going to get your fix for Avengers 2, no, it's the most boring action show I have ever watched in my entire life, and I'm rubbing my head in disgust with this. I always say I watch 3 to 5 episodes of a new TV show so I can see if I want to continue watching it or not. Halfway through the third episode, I gave up. It's so... The action is like, I'm gonna beat you. Punch, punch. I don't feel the excitement. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna... I've never felt so bored. And I'm trying not to spoil anything, but there's meant to be a twist in it. There is a twist in it because I've seen it, but it doesn't go anywhere. No one gives a shit. Sorry, excuse my language. No one gives a crap. Excuse my language again. No one gives a beep about this twist or character. Oh my god. The characters are the most boring, most plain, most cardboard cutthroat pieces of crap I've ever had to watch.
Characters.
Yeah, basically. It's just... do something! Okay, do something else that's exciting! No, okay, I give up. It's just... You think there's going to be... I mean, the first episode, I thought, okay. Second episode, couldn't care. Third episode, it was like, right, this is as good as the action's going to get you. Falling out of a plane. You would think that sounds exciting. If you've watched Iron Man 3 before you've watched this, you would think falling out of a plane, or nearly falling out of a plane because there's been a hole blown in the middle of it, and it's crash landing. You think that would be... No, not in this show. If you haven't seen it, don't... There's rumours going around that it's going to be cancelled. When TV companies pilot a TV show, they look at the first episode and go, okay, we'll give you half a season. And when they got to the third episode, it was like, okay, we'll give you a full season. And now it's not even the 6th episode in the States. I think it's the 5th in the UK. They want to cancel it because it's panned so much. And no, you can't find any leaderboards saying it's a terrible show. It's just...
Wait,
filler.
So they are going to cancel it?
I think they are. I think they should.
So I shouldn't even bother checking it out?
No.
Alright.
It has... You do get cameos because there is a cameo from Nick Fury. Don't worry, there's not a spoiler in here. But you do get a cameo from Nick Fury in episode 3. And that was the most exciting part of the show I've ever watched. And I'm not just trying to oversell it. Nick Fury, for 10 seconds at the episode, at the end of episode 3, was more exciting than people falling out of a moving plane about to crash land. And that just says something about it.
Wow.
I would have to give it, in terms of story, characters, I would have to... This isn't a review, I'm just emphasizing how bad it is. I would give it a 6 because it's the story. There isn't. It's kind of like an X-Files where there is one major story plot, but they do little side missions, as it were. And the story ties into the Avengers timeline, but it's nothing special. Characters are just cutouts. Boring. Don't watch it. My opinion. Sucks. And none of you have watched it.
Nope.
Pink?
Mm-mm.
Oh, good. You saved yourself some time. Watch some anime. Watch Death Note US. Oh, wait. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I cannot remember. No, I think that was it. Yeah.
I got something else to talk about.
Pink! No!
What I want to talk about is, have you guys heard about the new Disney movie Frozen?
No.
Mm-mm.
Personally, I am really excited to see it because I saw a bunch of trailers for it. I saw a few clips of it. I heard a little bit of the music. And I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks really good.
What is it about?
It's loosely based off of the story The Snow Queen, and what it's about is that, there's this kingdom called Arendelle, and you have, two princesses, the eldest, Elsa, played by Idina Menzel, and the youngest, Anna, voiced by, Kristen Bell.
Oh,
and...
Christian Bale, you have to watch now. You have to watch it.
Yeah, and, Elsa has these powers that allow her to control ice and snow. One day her powers go out of control and she flees from the kingdom, as the kingdom is now going through an eternal winter. And so it's up to Anna to go on this journey to try to find her sister. And she ends up meeting a bunch of characters, such as a guy named Kristoff, and his reindeer Sven, and there's a snowman named Olaf who is actually quite comical.
It's a Christmas movie!
Well, yeah, it's coming out at the end of the month, so...
Just in time for Christmas! And then next year, and it won't even be released in 2 months, which is pretty average for movies. It will be released before Christmas. It's kind of weird that, but it kind of makes sense. So,
but yeah, I am really excited for it, and I'm really happy that Disney is actually making really good movies again, because for a while, most of their movies have either been, like, meh or really bad. Occasionally you'd have a pretty good one.
And just emphasize it's going to be in CGI, yes?
Yeah, it is going to be in CGI.
And how did I know that? Because they went on statement say they're not going to make any more hand-drawn movies again. It's so sad. I still can't get over that. 3 years they said that.
Yeah. Though, I think the reason why was because with both Princess and the Frog and the 2011 Winnie the Pooh movie, both, while they did not do completely bad, at the same time, they didn't really get a lot of money.
Have you seen Brave?
Yes, I have, and
I think that's what the turning point for them to make their decision, weren't it? So, Princess and the Frog was like the last hand-drawn Disney movie.
No, the 2011 version of Winnie the Pooh was the last one, I believe.
Oh, I can't remember. Wasn't released here, I don't think. Oh.
Well, I saw it. It was pretty funny, though. It was sad that it didn't get a lot of money because, again, starting with Princess and the Frog, Disney has been getting back to making really good movies because, again, you got Princess and the Frog, you got the 2011 version of Winnie the Pooh, you got Tangled, and the latest one before Frozen coming out eventually, it was Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, yeah. That's Pixar. I only went for Sonic.
Wreck-It Ralph was completely Disney. It's not Pixar.
Dun dun dun. Was it? I can't remember. It's been such a while. I need to watch it again. It's got Sonic and it hasn't got Mario, but they got.
They did have Bowser in it, though.
Yeah. Why? How couldn't they afford? Probably because they're asking too much. Because Sega. I'm not sure if this is true, but I heard that Sega basically said, we'll give you Sonic for free in our movie. You can even voice in it if you want, but you have to agree to let Ralph play in our Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing Transformed. I don't even play him. He's just average. He's just there. So,
yeah, I do have the game. I do think the game is pretty fun.
Disney got the better end of the deal there.
The Wreck-It Ralph game, you mean?
No, the...
No.
Sonic and Sega All-Star Race and Transformed. Okay.
But yeah, still, after seeing those 4 movies and just seeing what I've seen so far regarding Frozen, yeah, I'm pretty excited. And I've even seen some reviews that people are even comparing Frozen to Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King.
Wow. It needs to be seen now. Lion King was the best film ever.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm not just saying this to troll or anything like that. I honestly think Lion King is a really great movie. I will gladly watch it, and I'm 22. I'm a man.
Well, I will watch any Disney movie. A bunch of the really good Disney movies. Very rarely will I actually see a bad Disney movie. And
I just need to punch a wall to feel like a man again after watching Lion King, though, so... Walls will be broken. Walls will be broken.
Yeah, Lion King is a really great movie, though personally my favorite is Aladdin.
I only like the songs from Aladdin. Mind you, Lion King are good movies. Speaking of that, I've got a top 10 list coming out of best Disney song, and I cannot pick. It's so difficult. It really is. Crap out.
It's recording again.
No, don't stop recording. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. You're going to say goodbye to me.
We're not playing this game.
No. Do it properly, Omni.
Bye.
Good boy. He's a good boy. You're not a good boy. Okay, then.
Alright, bye.
That's it, guys. That's it, guys, from... You messed it up. That's it, guys, from...
Bye.
I can't even speak now. That's it, guys, from CMP... That's it, guys, from CMP Caiminds Podcast. I've been Jamiethecomic.
No.
Bye.
You've been Omni. You've been Pink.
And just end it there.
End it correctly, please. Who have you been? Oh, you guys are assholes.